Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So today's recording is about was Guru Nanak a Hindu or a Sanatan Dharam, follower of a Hindu Dharam or a Sanatan Dharam. This conversation always starts up whenever we are in a group or in a family function, and then somebody will say, well, Guru Nanak was born in a Hindu family. He comes from a Sanatan Dharam. So Sikh Dharam is also part of Sanatan Dharam or Hindu Dharam. That's normally said by people who can't become totally Sikh and who can't totally devote to Sanatan Dharam or become a Hindu. They're always in the middle. They follow both. So normally these are the people who will say that to find a common ground to make them feel okay and good to be part of the two dharam. As you can say, I'm not going to say religion because Sikh dharam is not a religion, and neither is a Sanatan dharam is a religion, and neither is a Hinduism is a religion. Religion is only in comes from Abraham. Every religion that came from the descendants of Abraham, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Baha'i faith, all these are religion. What comes from India or Bharat Desh is dharam. Dharam means righteousness. So we hear that most of the time, very commonly, that well, Guru Nanak was born in a Hindu family. He came from Sanatan Dharam. He came from Hinduism, so he is part of Hindu. That is true that he was born in a Hindu family. So Guru Nanak was born in 1469 in Talwandi, a place now renamed Nankana Sahib, in the state of Punjab in present-day Pakistan. His parents were Hindus and they were Khatri by caste. His father's his father's name was Kalyan Chand Das Bedi. Most commonly, he was Mehta Kalu, and mom's name Mata Tripta. So he was born in a Hindu family, and they were Khatri by caste back then. Um, and the profession of Mehta Kalu, the father, was an accountant. He was an accountant for a Muslim governor, and his name was Rai Buller. Rai Buller. He was a Rai Buller's family were one time were Hindu, and they were Rajput, and they were from Bhati family, but they converted to Islam. When Mughal came, they brought Islam with them, the religion Islam, and Rai Buller family, they converted. His father was name was Rai Bhoi Bhatti, and they converted to Islam. They were Muslim, so they acquired a lot of land when they became Muslim. And what also Rai Buller did, he believed in Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak, Buller Rai was inspired by the Sikh Guru Nanak and donated half of his land, over 18,500 acres of agricultural land. He was among the first of few people who viewed Nanak as someone who was specially gifted by God. The land he donated is now under the control of Evacuee Trust Property Board of Pakistan. Buller's descendant, the Rai family of Bhattis, have continued to play an active role in the area through the 21st century. Guru Nanak was born in a Hindu family, but when he was around the age of 27, 28, 29, 30, so at that age he was living with his sister in Sultanpur Lodi, and there was a river by the name of Bain, and Nanak went in the river and he disappeared for 3 days. And then after 3 days, when he came out, he was a different person altogether. The result was that he gave away his possession and began his life's work of communicating his spiritual insight. This he did by composing poetic compositions, which he sang to the accompaniment of rabab, the string instrument that his Muslim traveling companion Mardana played. After traveling extensively, Guru Nanak settled down, gathering a community of disciples, Sikh around him, in a place known as Kartarpur. When he was in the when he went in the river Bains and he disappeared there. And he disappeared for 3 days. And in the 3 days, the Vaheguru, the God, summoned him to his house. When we go and read Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji and we go to Anga 150, that means Ang 150 and page 150 in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, there is a testimony written by Guru Nanak Dev Ji in page 150 in Ang 150. And at the end of the testimony, Guru Nanak signature on that testimony. That means what he wrote in that Bani, his signature in. That means there is no doubt in anyone's mind that this could be made up stuff that has been put in the Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji because his signature off and he put a shud on it. And the Bani is as this Pauri Ho Tadi Vekar Kare Laya Raat Dihe Ke Var Dhuru Furmaya टाडी सच्चे महल कसम बुलाया सच्ची सीफत साल्हा कपड़ा पाया सच्चा अमृत नाम भोजन आया गुरुमति खादा राज तिन सुख पाया टाडी करे पसाओ शब्द बजाया नानक सच सलाही पूरा पाया शुद्ध Guru Nanak Dev Ji put a signature on it. So when Guru Nanak Dev Ji at the age of around 27 to 30 when he disappeared in the river Bains for 3 days. This is the testimony written in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji in Ang 150 to tell us that Guru Nanak wrote himself that he was summoned in the Vaheguru's house. So I'm going to read it in English. I was a minstrel yani ki our kirtan, he was like a musician, out of work when the Lord took me into his service. To sing his praises day and night, he gave me his order right from the start. My Lord and Master have summoned me, his minstrel, to the true mention of his presence. He has dressed me in the robes of his true praise and glory, and the ambrosial nectar of the true name has become my food. Those who follow the Guru's teachings, who eat this food and are satisfied and find peace, his minstrel spread his glory, singing and vibrating the word of his Shabad. O Nanak, praising the true Lord, I have obtained his perfection. Signature of. So Guru Nanak, when he disappeared in the river Bain, Sultanpur Lodhi, Guruji summoned him to his house and gave him a job. He said, I was unemployed. I was just a kirtaniya, singing God's name, unemployed, when Vaheguru called me and gave me a job. He told me, go and sing the name of the Vaheguru as he did, but now he needs to teach others about Vaheguru. And then from that day, he took that profession. And when he came out of the river Bains after 3 days, this was his first sentence. He said, there is no Hindu and there is no Muslim. That was his first word. So now, yes, Guru Nanak was born in a Hindu family, caste Khatri, and his family name was Bedi. But from the day he was born, everyone knew that this child is something different. Even the Rai Buller, the governor of the place, the Zamidar, he believed that Guru Nanak has something in him. He's different, that he donated 18,500 acres to his foundation, Sikhi, to build this new religion, not religion, to build this new dharam. And he defied almost everything that Hinduism believes. He always talked against the preaching of Pandits, just like Bhagat Kabir did, and tradition, many tradition like fasting, doing pilgrimage and taking a dip into the rivers, all the dharams of Hinduism. The Hinduism have good days and bad days, good colors and bad colors. He took all of that out. He started a new dharam, and he never was called himself a part of Sanatan Dharam, was part of Hinduism. Using an example of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ started preaching at the age of 30. Before that, he was a Jew. He preached for 3 to 4 years before he was crucified. Does the Christians say that since Jesus Christ was born Jew, let's follow the custom and teachings of Judaism? Do they say that? No, they don't. If Christians are not doing it, there is no person who believes some of Judaism and believes some of Christianity. No, either that a person is a Jew or a person is a Christian. There's nothing in the middle. So if you are using an example of Guru Nanak that he was born in a Hindu and later he became a Sikh, so Guru Nanak is part of Sanatan Dharma and Hindu, and we should also, as a Sikh, it's okay to believe in Sanatan Dharma teachings or Hindu teachings. If Christians are not following Judaism or Jew teaching, even though Jesus was born in a Jewish family. Muhammad, example of Muhammad. Muhammad was born in a culture of idol worshippers. They were worshipping idols in the house and the area he was born, and they were worshipping many gods. When Muhammad started Islam religion, does the Muslims say that it's okay to believe in idol worshipping since Muhammad was born in that environment? Does Muslims are saying that? No, they don't. The followers of Islam are followers of Islam. Even though Muhammad was born in an area, in a place, in a community, in a society where there were idol worshippers and many gods were worshipped. Muslims don't say that it's okay. Let's since Muhammad was born in that environment, in that society, in that culture, in that religion, it's okay to be idol worshipper and also to be follower of Islam religion. Do they say that? They don't. So now I'm talking to my Sikh brothers and sisters. Why are you saying that? And why are you allowing others to say that Guru Nanak is 50% Sikh and 50% Sanatan Dharma? If Sanatan Dharma was perfect in every sense in the eye of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, why did he start Sikhi? What was the reason to start Sikhi? If Islam was perfect in the eye of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, why did he start Sikhi? And if Sanatan Dharam and Islam was perfect in every way, then why did Waheguru called, summoned Guru Nanak Dev Ji to come to his mansion and gave him a job to do? Why? You want to follow multiple dharam or dharam and a religion. You want to believe in every religion and every dharam out there and you try to commingle into one pot that goes against the teaching of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, if you're a Muslim, become a good Muslim. If you're a Hindu, become a good Hindu. If you're a Sikh, become a good Sikh. You cannot be a Hindu and a Muslim and a Sikh, or a Muslim and a Sikh, or a Hindu and a Sikh. You can't mix any of them. So you need to stop thinking that way and you need to stop preaching that way. Because as a child, when I was a child, a young man, a teenager, this is what I would used to hear from my elders in my community, in my gurdwara, in my home, that Guru Nanak Dev Ji was, since he was born in a Hindu family, that means he's part Hindu and part Sanatan Dharma because he was born in it. Even though you do not understand that when he was summoned to Vaheguru and he came out of river banks by the age of 27 and 30, and the first sentence he said, there is no Hindu and there's no Muslim, and you are still saying that he's a Hindu? Did God summon you? Did God call you to his house and gave you that job to go tell everyone that Guru Nanak was a Hindu and a Sikh? Who gave you that authority? And this is not my authority that I'm telling you. I'm not saying things on my own means. No, I gave you a Bani from Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Ang 150. Amit Singh is not saying this. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying this. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji came out of the river banks, he said there is no Hindu, no Muslim. I'm just telling you what Guru Nanak Dev Ji said. I'm not trying to interpret you anything else. It's not my opinion, not my view. I'm just telling you what you are saying and what Guru Nanak told us is two different things. You are telling everyone, if you are one of that person who tells everyone and believes himself that Guru Nanak was a Hindu and he was Sanatan Dharma since he was born in it, so he's part of it and he lives with it. So why don't the Muslims say the same thing for Muhammad? When he was born, in an idol worshipping society. Why doesn't the Christian say the same thing for Jesus Christ when he was born in the house of Judaism, Jew family? They're not saying it. Why are you saying it? Because you want to be part of both dharam. You can't do that. You got to choose one. Like Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, if you are a Hindu, become a good Hindu. If you're a Muslim, become a good Muslim. If you're a Sikh, become a good Sikh. Do not cross each other because they are not the same. I'm going to give you one example why Sanatan Dharam is not same as Sikh Dharam. How many gods are in Sikh Dharam? Answer the question. How many gods are in Sikh Dharam? And let me ask you this. How many gods are in Sanatan Dharam or Hindu Dharam? How many gods? Answer the question. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji came out of the river Bains, and when he came out like this. Just one. He gave us Ek, whose name is Satnam. That's it. Wrote it in a numerical form, in a digital form, so that people do not commingle it with something else. So he put the digital word one. He put down strictly Ek. That's it. He did not said, okay, he did not wrote it like this. Because then you will commingle this with something else. Because there's many sampradaya who's already commingling Sikhi Dharam into something else. Nanak Sar Sampradaya, Udasi Sampradaya. Okay? Many like that. Namdhari Sampradaya. Okay? Nirankar Sampradaya. There are many Sampradaya who is trying to mess the Sikhi into something else. Because they have their own beliefs and that they don't agree with our 10 gurus teaching and they want to form their own by mixing it. It's all political agenda. I will not go there today. Maybe some other day. That's why Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave us one. So nobody can change that. Okay? That's the key. That's the key to know whether a Sikh Dharam is same as Sanatan Dharam or not. He said Ek, and his name is Satnam. His name is Sat. That's the only thing is the truth is Ek. Everything else is false. Because why? Everything else can be destroyed. My human body can be destroyed. My car can be destroyed. My house can be destroyed. My planet Earth can be destroyed. My sun can be destroyed. My whole solar planet can be destroyed. My whole galaxy can be destroyed. And my whole universe can be evaporated by Ek. And he will create another one. But what does not die is Ek. And that Ek is the only truth because that Ek is the only one existing. That Ek never dies. Is an Ajuni. He doesn't die and take birth. Everything else dies and takes rebirth. My Atma dies from one body, goes to another body. The solar system, the Earth, planets, sun, they will all gonna die. Jupiter will all die one day. They will have a supernova. They will all die. And that Ek will create another one. And that's what Guruji gave me. Now, how many gods does Sanatan Dharam has? Okay. How many gods? Do you know the answer? Om. Om. Sikhi has Ek. The letter digit 1. Ek. Sanatan Dharam has Om. Am is Brahma, the creator. U means the sustainer. Vishnu. Ma means Mahesh, the destroyer. Sanatan Dharam says there is 3. One is the creator, sustainer, and a destroyer. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, no, there is one. He is the creator, he is the sustainer, he is the destroyer. One. Now, how is Sikhi and Sanatan Dharam is same? How is Sikhi and Sanatan Dharam is same? How? And what else? In Sikhi, This one is Nirankar, Akal Murat. Is imageless, doesn't have face, doesn't have body, is a Jyot, is a Paratma. Okay, it's just energy. That's one. Ik, one. Sanatan Taram. Brahma has a face. He looks like an old human being. Vishnu has a face. He looks like a young and very energetic man. Mahesh, Shivaji, has image. Someone who's in the mountain but doesn't have any fancy stuffs around him and lives in the wilderness like a hermit. He lives like a king, Vishnu. He lives like a saint, beard man with three-headed. This is Sanatan Dharam's God. And this is Sikhi. How are they same? How? How? Just because Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born in this house, you are saying this is same? Why don't you say that to Muhammad? Go to one Muslim and say that to Muhammad. Say that about Muhammad. That he was born in an idol worshipping society and community. So he is an idol worshipper. Muhammad was almost 40 years old when angel Gabriel came to Muhammad and put him to task and started giving him Allah's word. And he needed to tell the people about Allah's words and Allah's work. But before that, he lived in a community of idol worshippers with multiple gods. Go to one Muslim and tell that Muhammad is an idol worshipper. Go tell that to a Muslim. Do you? Can you? They'll kill you. They will charge you with blasphemy. Blasphemy. I can't even pronounce that English word. And you'll be destroyed. Go to Christian church and tell them that Jesus Christ believes in Judaism. Jew, he's a Jew. And you should practice Judaism in your church of Christianity. Tell them. See if you can do that. Guru ji कहते हैं ज्ञान त्यान तो है नहीं, कभी तो बाणी पढ़िया नहीं. Manmukh are the ones who think with their own mind and goes on living his life and telling falsehood. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji was a follower of Sanatan Dharam also. In reality, Guru Nanak Dev Ji went against Sanatan Dharam's practices. Sati, they used to do sati. When the man dies, they put a woman on a cheetah, on a pyre, and burn it alive. Who stopped it? Sikhi stopped it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji stopped it. And you are telling everybody that Guru Nanak was a Sanatan Dharam, was a follower of a Hindu also? Gurmukh is a person who says, "Oh Lord, I do not know what is right and wrong. Please tell me what to do." Gurmukh goes and reads the Bani. And what the Bani is saying, that's what Gurmukh follows. Manmukh is someone who has their own thinking, think from their own brain, and they come up with solution and conclusion. And then they start preaching that ideas of theirs to others. And Manmukh are the one who's telling everybody that Guru Nanak Dev Ji, since he was born from Sanatan Dharam, then definitely he's a Hindu and a Sanatani. And when you look, and you didn't even look at his action from the day he was born, he did not approve any of the rituals, tradition, culture, and teachings of Sanatan Dharam. Vaheguru Ji Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. If I have offended anyone, please forgive me. I'm your brother, I'm your son. I have nothing, no grudge against any religion or any dharam. I'm just talking about my dharam. I'm just talking about what my Guruji said versus what some Sikh and saying things against what Guru Nanak Dev Ji said. That's all I'm doing. Please forgive me. Didn't mean to use no harsh word. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.